All right, guys, we are back. Today is Wednesday, May 20th, and there was a lot of good moves today. The market was very strong. Dow finishing out 369, S&P 48, and change, NASDAQ 190, small cap 22, VIX was down 27.9. Let's take a look at some gamers here, the top gamers. CIDM. What is this? CIDM Digital Cinema Corp. It started to run pre-market. You see the move here. This has 9.84 million in float. It's had a strong move pre-market. So this was a sign this could be a nice runner today. So, and this came up after the move the one came back down 75. And then see you have your dollar move right here, and you draw a line. Look at this move. Now see how, let me draw it here. You could put it lower here. You could put it here, 92, but I did it because dollar is one of the most significant moves in Pennyland stock trading market. So let's just get the, $1. There it is. Now, when you see a move down like this and then bounce towards 75, look where it went up. Little move down again, triangle, triangle. And then see the space here? This is so wide. It's not going to move yet till it gets so tight. It's always to the right. Your move will be to the right on a breakout. And right here, tried, came back, tried again, and it got so tight. Look at, there's no space now in between your 13 and 20 EMA rolling up. It's extremely tight, and that is a sign of a major breakout. And it did, and it rolled all the way up to 150 to a T, came back down. Another support here, held 20 EMA. This is the 5-minute chart, and then rolled all the way up. And then you had this move here, I believe. Let me see here what this did. Some sort of news here. Did an offering. 8 million registered direct offering at price market under NASDAQ rules. So they did an offering. Of course, all these crap companies do offerings. So once this moves here after you're trading, there's no way you would hold here. Why would you? You're going to sell somewhere along here, take a nice profit. So people got caught here. I'm not sure why. And look at the move here. This has pretty been steady much all along on the daily chart for months, all the way back to even, well, it's been some spikes, 2017, 2018. This is the one major spike. Look at the volume, 82 million. It's never done that. So this was an incredible move. Again, a nice long, and if you go out to the 10-minute chart, 13 over 20 EMA the whole way up. There's no sell until you get late here. So eventually you want to take profit. Sometimes you want to hold overnight. It is possible with these penny stocks. You have to be extremely careful though. So when this went down, when this candle come in end of the day, it's probably a sign of sell. You started to bend right here, 1320 EMA. But this is a good chart for longs. And a classic move here, the 2013 EMA. They're my favorite go-to moves. People do the 9 EMA. I love that. So this was a strong move. Let's look at PHUN, PHUN. Funware, I believe this had news too, and the news was, let me see here. Let's see, here was the news. Funware partners with Hewlett Packard and stock jumps. So anytime you partner with Hewlett Packard is huge news. Now look at this move. Let's go to the 3-minute. First sign right here, a candle, 442,000 on the 3-minute. When you see this, you know something's up. The float, I have 30 million, just a quick glance. It could be off, could be right on, but it's pretty decent float. So you see this, see the move up, and then you're underway here. Something's going on here once you see that. And then look at this candle on the 933. This is the 3-minute, 5.8 million. So you played this two ways. You could have played this right at the gate at 1, which is, I don't like to buy anything right at the open. That's extremely rare. So the next move, you're either going to go 125, maybe if you go to a lower time frame, maybe 110, 115. So you're playing quarter line, 125 to 1. That's how you got to play it. And then look at the moves. This is on the 3 minute. Halt, up, halt, up, halt, up, halt, up, halt, up. And then your first sign really to get out, when you see all these green moves, they're all green candles. And you see a first red. On these gap and go halts, they're called, you get out right here. That's really what you should get out. I mean, you get out here, but you got to make sure you're in way lower because it could drop to here. You don't know how that's going to play out. But this is a great long when you see this move. And your risk is right here in the beginning. You can even get a little bit higher. Just keep your shares lower because if this comes out of the halt and this drops straight down, I mean, you're going to be pretty much busted or break even. But this is a classic move. PHUN has done nothing forever. Sideways, had a blip here back in February, came back down, and it was just pretty much holding. A lot of these spikes, so you knew something was trying to go on. When you see a lot of spikes and it keeps coming down, keep it aware, keep it on your watch because you know something eventually will happen, and it did today. So it wouldn't surprise me. Did they ever do an offering too? I don't see an offering. They might even do an offering, who knows. But so when you play this, first move up, you can put a flag here, so like flagpole, or you can do a little triangle, and this is squeezed up. Look at that move. If you did, let's say 125, 600 shares, 125, you got see, you got out here, 125, that's a 150, about 160. You just made $960. That's only on 600 shares. If you did 600, let's say you got out here, times 125. It's still 750. 750 in one day is great. If you even did that in a month, that's 3,000, 36,000 a year, part-time trading. So put things in perspective. All right, let's move on to REN. It's really started to move 10, 11 a.m. Really started to come up. See how far away you're from 13 EMA and 20 EMA? The further away, the stronger the move. And look how this went up. Big wick, 325 and went down. Did this have news too? Let me see, REN. Let me see, REN news. Looking for news. I haven't really seen that today. Consumer gaming, I'm not looking into the details, but probably had news. And this was a longer term channel. You see bouncing, did a reverse split, came all the way back down to 50 cents. And then look at this move here. I didn't realize this. Let me take away that dollar. When you see this here, look at that triangle. It's an ascending triangle from 50 cents, 75, $1. See, there's so many stocks, it's hard to really narrow down and really pay attention to each one, like each move. It's a blur as the days go by. And then look at this, 3.5 million today. That's a nice move. And what will this do tomorrow? Hard to say. Could come back down, little red candle, come back up, but I would keep a watch. Let's see this, Boxel. We talked about Boxel. We talked about how this was at a channel down, and it's going to come out. And it did this move, first green candle. When you saw that yesterday, that wick, you're like, it might not do anything today. And that's why when they make a move like this, you want to keep it on watch. Just keep it on the side, or notepad, something on the computer. So look at what this did. This did a high wick. You have the one whole number, most important in Pennyland, and then it put in this move. Look at that, on 18 million in volume. And this has really put in, let me get a 3 minute, on this move from 12 o'clock. It was a really weird setup, an afternoon break, and then it faded. So there's really a strange stock today on that. What else we got here? Let me see. CM. This was a pretty nice move. It was clear over about 270, 275, and then took off. Not a large move, but solid. Surf is kind of a weird chart. You had this move up in January, then all the way back down April, and then today exploded 11.2 million in volume. Pre-market is really, I don't like charts like this. It's very sketchy, like up, down, huge wicks all over the place. But it settled in. It settled into 325 and started to move up right here. And then came back with a higher low, draw your trend line. And then came back up again to 430. So beat previous pre-market high and came back down again with a higher low, really. So it held pretty well after 11. It's a strange stock, though. But it was a nice long. And came back short a little bit later. What else we got here? CNET, CCCL. This was, what's this? China play. All China stocks, you gotta be aware. You don't trust China. Anything in China, you don't trust their stocks. It's all manipulated and garbage. Just came up pre-market, came back down from the cross reversal, and then shot right up. Sort of a tougher play right around this 1 mark. There's a nice move. You got to be quick on this action. Some of these moves are like, what was this, like 10 minutes, about 15, 20 minutes, and then shot right back down. This is a total pump play. Look at these wicks. Wick. This is total pump and dump. 44 million. This is a classic pump and dump, actually. So be aware of stocks like this. Pump and dump is they never hold. See? Back down, back down, back down. They never hold. The wicks are always high. What else we have here? ACY. I don't like that. ATRA. Biotherapeutics. Did they have something? Let me see here. Let's look at the news. Does market electricity stock after gain? Let me see. Therapeutic competitive strategies and worldwide demand with top players. So there was news. All right, let's look at the daily chart. Daily chart's been totally coming down from about 40, 45. Had this break up back to 17 January, then faded again all the way down. Then it was starting to go sideways, and today put in 6.2 million. It was a nice move off the break. This is a clean 13 EMA over 20. There's nothing really going on here. As long as you have this above this line, you're good. You got in anywhere. I mean, the lower, the better. The higher you get in on a move that's gone from the start of the session, it's a higher risk. If you get up here, look where you've moved from. You've moved from here to here. So, and this moved about 15 plus, then came back down. But it's a great run. LEDS, over 250. This was a good break. Let me see here on the daily. Okay, this is another one. Look at these wicks. A really strange chart. And then put in really high wick today. Break over 250 and then came back down from near 375 and just faded. Some of these are like quick moves, quick big candles. See these candles on the 5 minute and then they fade. So they're not always all day runners. VFF, I believe they're with cannabis industry. Long channel down from 17. Formed a sideways move and then over 4 today with 3.4 million in volume. And then look at this today. Very nice off the opening bell. Held 4 line. Look at that. Great support at 4 and it's holding after hours. So it's been a very strong play. What else we got here? What is this doing? CLSK. Oh, here's another former wicker. Put in on this day 79.6 million in volume. Look at this, and then fade it. But see this? The low's still higher, 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 higher. Came back down. And right after hours right now, there's something going on here. We're at 236. Watch for another spike up. See, the spikes have been higher, so this could go 375 to 4. Anything's possible in this. I would watch this. All right, and let's see. NOVN, this is a huge gap down. It's been in this channel. Today at 44 million, something could be up. This could break 50 and go to 75. Watch for that in this channel to break that higher point in that channel. What else do we have? INPX. This is breaking out of this descending wedge. And look at the volume down here. All these days are up days. Look at the down days. They're nothing. That shows to me this wants to go higher. That's like a proven statement there. So watch for this to go to fill this gap to 180. Watch for a 180 gap fill. This is one of my favorite oil plays right now, OIS. Longer term ascending triangle. You have 20 EMA over 13 EMA. Now it's turning up. Look at this candle today. It's a nice, clean, open candle. Highs, lows are getting higher. Look at this here, here, here. This is going towards 4+. This would be a swing. I wouldn't be surprised we get to almost 6. I'm not sure how long that'll take. This doesn't move that fast. See, it's very small increments. With everything opening up, oil is getting higher. The demand is going to be stronger. I say if there's no lockdown again by June, July, and August, people are going to be on the road. There's going to be more flying. Oil is very strong. Oil is going to go to like 40+ a barrel. So this is one of my favorite long-term swing plays. All right, let's take a look at CLSN. Excuse me. This had a move after hours. Not after hours. Right at the open, I mean. And this put in really big candles in the 5-minute and then faded. So that was a quick move. You'd have to get down the 3-minute, slow that down. So this is a really fast mover on that. EVOC. What else we got here? Hazel. Veer. Oh, here you go. Veer. March had this massive move up, then formed a descending triangle. And then look at this, right over 40 now. You have a first move breaking out and came back down. Now this didn't go through to 13 or 20 EMA. This didn't go straight down. It held, and today put in another green candle. And look at this right here. Stochastics, divergence is going up. It's a bullish divergence. So this could break over 40. It might be news tomorrow or continue. And I would look for anything above the 40 line. What is this? PMT, Penny Mac, Mortgage Investment Trust, forming a big flag here, or a symmetrical triangle, broke out. Nice candle today. This could go, I would look towards a 12 mark, 11 to 12. And what else do we have here? What is this? TLRD. Look at this wedge. This is another falling wedge. And what do falling wedges do? They break out. So this is trying to break out. 6.8 million volume's good. This can get over, it's over 1 now. 1's a significant mark line. Watch for 125 plus on this. Keep that. Keep aware of that. Party City, little penny play. Watch for the 75 touch again. You got a nice little wedge or ascending triangle, not that tight. Sort of a, it's just an ascending triangle. So watch for that. 75 cents. And let's go down the list. What else do we have here? PHUN. This is a slow mover. But this is a nice channel now. You have up, down, higher, low, higher, low, higher, low, higher, low. This is near 625. Look for 650 to near 7, the higher line of the channel. I like how that's moving. This is into the gap SLCA. You can see anything over 250 to 3 possible with good movement. NR coming up. Nice trend line. See how this trend line and your support, the 13 EMA and 20 EMA, is that's the support. You don't even need a trend line. Sometimes everything's built in if you just look closely on the chart. So it looks nice. This is a longer term swing. Look at this. This is a massive broadening wedge. You had from January all the way up to January, February, March. And look at this movement. This thing was on a tremendous run. Then it dropped from 34 to about 6. Incredible. Washed down, and then finally starting to break out after a month of sideways chop. 1050 today. You have big red candle here. Your next line probably would be right here, this little 1110 mark. You can blow through that, look for 12 to 14 on ARNC. I love this long as a swing. Let me look at the stats here. Float's 107 million, higher float. Current debt 379 million. 1.01 billion market cap, 72 million cash. Revenue 7.2 billion. Institutions own only 34%. I wish it was higher. I would like it more if it was higher. And insiders don't own it. And what do they do? It manufactures and sells aluminum sheets, plates, and products. United States, Russia, China, United Kingdom. Well, see if things start picking up. I mean, this will pick up too. This is a global company, it appears. So it's still a strong swing. Time is it? 4:46. Home, I called this about a week ago. Started to break over 250, and look at this. Look at the volume down here. 5 million, 9 million, 5 million. Touch 450. What a run it's been on for Home. Blue is on a nice tear here. Let me draw a line here. Blue is on this uptrend, see higher lows, and it broke over 63, 65.17. At this point, it's still, you have a strong trend here. I would look for 65 plus, maybe 70 to a nice uptrend. What else do we have? Let's see, looking down the list here. WVE has had a massive gap down, moved to 13, 14, and came back down. It's sort of stuck in its channel, this 7 mark. Trying to break again over 11 plus. Watch if this can get over 12. If this gets over 12, look for 14. That would be a good move. Let's see, this stock is, let me see here. This is a long-term trend. Look at this wedge, it's getting tighter. This is PDSB bio. Good old bio. Let's draw a line down here. Yeah, it's coming out of this now. You have higher lows. This tried here and got pushed down on that volume. It was 20 million. It's right at 1 now. Look at the 1 level. So if this gets over 1, look for 125. Could even shoot into this gap to 175. Strong watch for that. COS has been on a nice uptrend. CSTM has been on an uptrend. PHUN just exploded. Look at this. Came all the way down, exploded up now. 2681. 34.5 million in volume. And it's been on a 1, 2, 3, 5 days have been up. Green candles. Wasn't surprised. This is a little far. This is run really fast, so watch that. What else do we have here? OMP is into the gap now. Wouldn't surprise me if this gets to about 10. What stock is this here? This is NTNX, nice uptrend, hitting the top of the channel. It's been very strong. This is a complete open gap to like 32.55. ENLC. Now this is a move down. Finally start to find support at 1. Then you have 225. And then 175 here held. And it's trying to break over 225 here. Look at this. This is pretty clean. So this breaks 225. You have a gap fill would be 2.3. Seal, I've called this in the past. Watch for the $1 roll here. Look at this, clearly. And what else do we have here? Next, into the gap. That's another oil play. Oil's been hot. Anything with oil, I would be very aware of. It's been extremely strong. AROC, another energy play. This is really into the gap here, and look for 6. I would look for 6 on that. All right, so that's a lot of plays. Expedia, where's this at? After hours, this is at 82. Watch for the top of the gap. This can move to 85. This is real strong. I believe this came out with earnings, so that looks good. Las Vegas Sands, over 50 here. See, this wedge is getting tighter, the symmetrical triangle. Higher low, except for that, it was a little blip. And then look at this clear line here. So this gets over 50. I would look towards 52, 54 in Las Vegas Sands. Let me take a look at some airlines. HA, still in a nice holding pattern here, holding 30 EMA. Love has finally come out at southwest of this trend. It's very bullish. Look for 30. JetBlue coming out of it too. It's near 950. Any cruise line? Let me see. What is the cruise liners? NCLH. Norwegian. Held that 1320A support. This could go towards 14 plus. What's the other ones? RCL. Not really doing much. Oil Caribbean, CCL. Carnival. Didn't really do much. Pretty small, these moves here. But it looks like airlines are picking up. Cruises a little bit. Oil's in play. Because the market's been going up. Let's look at the SPY. SPY is well above 61.8 retracement. It's been pretty much a V-shaped recovery. Yeah, this move here, a little bit of fake out, but otherwise it's been going strong. So the next test is probably going to be 300. See if it probably bounced off 300, it might come back down a little bit. Extremely strong. The Dow Jones, the Dow 30. This is a little more move up. And then we had right here at the 50 retracement went sideways and down, trying to get back up. This looks like it's going to try to get above 24,635 to that 61.8 would be about 25,200 and change. Look for that. NASDAQ has been on fire. Looks like we can move this line out. Looks like this is a line. Let's see here. It's hard. You want to connect your lines, make sure they meet, so nothing's really exact. But it looks like this is the closer line now. So this is a total V. This is what do you call a V-shaped recovery? Here and here. That's a V. L would be like that, almost an L. U would be like this, and then it turns up like a U. So this is almost all the way back. What was the high? High was 98, 38, 37, and we're at 93.75. So tech is in full command. We have people working from home. Tech is extremely strong. The demand is absolutely strong. So this is on fire, absolutely on fire. TNA. This is still trying to get to 23.6 retracement. So you have a little ascending triangle here now. Tried here, knocked down, tried here, knocked down, tried here, broke through, will it hold? And look how it's getting tighter, this little ascending triangle. So it's really trying to squeeze here. After hours, it's at 23.71. So this is a chance. I think this is getting to 28. This first big gap here So there'll be about 28 and change before long. This could be within this month, maybe early in June. As long as there's nothing really severe in the market, I would look towards that. So that is looking very good. TQQQ. This is approaching the 61.8 retracement. Look at this move. Very strong. It covers tech. This is a semis. This has been nice. Not necessarily a V, more of an L, but it's starting to come up even more now. Look for the 38.2 retracement to be hit. This has been very good. And what else do we have here? FAS covers the financial. This has been more flat. Look at this, sideways, nothing. Trying to get over here. The next move will be to test this again, to test that 32.11 mark, which will probably happen. LABU, bio. Look how strong this has been. This is all the way up to 51.54 again. So this is a total V recovery. That's been incredible. JNUG. JNUG still climbing. Look at this. Ever since it broke 90. Nice little move here. We're up to 106.90. So it's a slow and steady move. It looks very strong. And you had here 13 EMA crossing 20 EMA. Nougat. This is the same here. It got above this trend line 75. Green, red, but it's still holding a little trend line higher though each time. Even though with the red candles, the bearish days has still been not that bad. So overall, the market is extremely strong. I don't think we're retesting the lows again. People like we're testing lows. This is a bear market. This is a flash down so fast. Economies, 30 million unemployed. They're saying now 50% might go back, which is still bad. So it doesn't seem to matter to anyone, the market. It's very strange with this coronavirus thing. On the weekly chart, we're above the 20 now. Look at this. Get above that. It's extremely bullish. And you have stochastics hug that line, hug the red line. It's still above and it's going to cross up. So this is really bullish. The monthly, big red candles here. And we put in the second green candle, and you have a bullish. It's actually touching now your line, your stochastic line, the white to red. This crosses over, then we're going higher and higher. So almost like it was like a flash crash for a month. Everything's wrecked, but it seems like this is recovering so fast, and the bears are nowhere to be found. There have been blips here and there, but overall, there would have to be something bad, like another outbreak. You have to stay home again. That would drive it way lower again. So, but I don't believe that. I believe states have opened up and it hasn't been that bad. Now, it's only been a week, so incubation period is about 2 weeks in some cases, so we'll see what happens. But it just seems like things are moving forward each day. People are going back to work. Things are opening up. It seems like forever we've been home, but it just seems like things are slowly getting better each day. It seems like forever, but it's slowly, you can see it everywhere, even the market. I don't see how we're going back down here again. There has to be some such bad news. And really, so you just go by what it is. Don't go by each day. I mean, there's going to be bad news, but the overall, just look at the overall trend. I mean, there's nothing really stopping this market now. You have good volume down here. This was the massive volume at the peak of the bottom, and we're going back up. So everything's good. There's a lot of stocks to trade. A lot of penny stocks have been on fire. Good market volume overall. Different stocks to trade, ETFs, pennies, SPY. So, let's take a look at the VIX. The VIX has been going down each day from the high. Look at it's going down. You had blips right here, but look what happens. The 20 crossed over to 13 you made. That's extremely bearish right now. It's extremely bearish. So got knocked down. And what happens here? High or low each time. Knocked down, but it's getting lower. Again, lower. Look at this zigzag. Each time the high is getting lower and the low is getting lower. It's at 27.99 right now, the VIX. And this is going to probably slide at this point. Keep going. I don't see, it's going to blip here and there up, but that's it. And we're going to keep going probably towards 20. And then who knows? TVIX. Here's the TVIX. And this is the volatility in this. Ever since the move here, got above 900 and crashed down. And then this channel. See this channel we've been in? A channel down. And it's not even a wedge. A channel down is just going to keep in this channel. It'll bounce to the high of the channel or low of the channel. But look, we're at 149.51. This is still going down. So this is very bearish for the bulls. This is extremely bullish. For the bears, this is extremely bearish. So meaning that the bears want this to go up and more volatility, but the bulls, there's nothing going on with it right now. So this is going to keep sliding lower and lower too. So everything right now is on pace. Oil's going up. Airlines are getting better. Their stocks. Cruises are still, they're behind. S&P stocks are rising. Tech is extremely strong. VIX is going down. TVIX going down. So everything is not great with 30 million people out of work. That's the confusing part. But what the SPY is telling you, the forward look is either a vaccine or things are moving forward, even though the cases are still extremely high. And you're just going to have to bear through it here. So overall, we are in a strong recovery. This is an extremely strong recovery. The only blip here is this blip. Now we'll see here, we get towards 300. I believe we'll go to 300 and probably pull back to this range here, either 287 or about 288. So overall bullish. All right, that's it, guys. This is a longer video. This went over a lot of things, a lot of different stocks. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. And that is it for now. And we are out.